Blindness by Portuguese author Jose Saramago is a novel that explores the breakdown of society when a mysterious epidemic of blindness strikes a city. The story follows the experiences of several characters as they struggle to survive and maintain their humanity in a world where people are losing their sight. As the epidemic spreads and the government becomes increasingly authoritarian, the characters are forced to confront the worst aspects of human nature. Saramago's writing style, which includes long sentences and minimal punctuation, creates a sense of urgency and disorientation that mirrors the chaos of the story. Blindness is a powerful and thought-provoking work that raises questions about human behavior and morality in times of crisis. The breakdown of society. The novel explores how societal structures and norms break down in the face of a crisis like the blindness epidemic. The Breakdown of Society is a novel that portrays the breakdown of societal structures and norms in the event of a crisis, such as the blindness epidemic. The book examines how people behave when faced with an unprecedented situation and how societal institutions and hierarchies crumble under the pressure. The novel explores themes of survival, human nature, and the importance of community in times of crisis. The loss of identity. As characters are reduced to their blindness, they struggle to maintain their sense of identity and individuality. In The Breakdown of Society, one of the effects of the blindness epidemic on characters is the loss of their sense of identity and individuality. As blindness spreads and characters are reduced to their condition, they are no longer seen as individuals with unique personalities, but rather as part of a group of blind people. This loss of identity is accompanied by a struggle to maintain a sense of self and to assert one's individuality in the face of this overwhelming circumstance. The book explores how characters cope with the loss of their identity and how they find ways to assert their uniqueness in a world where their condition has become the defining characteristic of their existence. The power of language. With blindness rendering the characters unable to see, language becomes their primary means of communication and connection to the world. In The Breakdown of Society, the blindness epidemic has a profound effect on how characters communicate and connect with one another. As they lose their sight, language becomes their primary means of communication and connection to the world. The book explores the power of language in facilitating human interaction and relationships, and how it serves as a lifeline for characters who are struggling to adapt to their new reality. The novel shows how language, as a tool of expression and understanding, becomes even more critical in a world where the sense of sight is no longer available. Characters in the novel must rely on their words to convey emotion, build relationships, and make sense of their surroundings in the absence of visual cues. The power of language is a central theme in the book, demonstrating its ability to connect people and sustain them even in the most challenging of circumstances. The nature of humanity. The novel examines how individuals behave when faced with extreme circumstances, raising questions about the darker aspects of human nature. The Breakdown of Society explores the nature of humanity, particularly how individuals behave when confronted with extreme circumstances. The novel raises questions about the darker aspects of human nature, such as how people might act when there are no rules or consequences to restrain them. As society breaks down in the face of the blindness epidemic, the characters are forced to confront their innermost selves, and the book delves into the complexities of their moral and ethical dilemmas. T.